We are live in a couple places today. We're live in TikTok and we're also live in YouTube. So thank you guys so much for being here. I know that it's going to take a little bit here for people to join, so we'll give it a few seconds of time. Um, Let me know as you're joining, and let me know where you're joining from. So as you come on, especially for those of you who are over here in TikTok and my YouTube friends. Hey, say hello. Let me know where you're joining from. If you're watching this in replay, put hashtag replay so that I know that you were able to catch this content. So as you're joining, I'd love for you, if you're over here on TikTok, touch the screen, share this for anyone that you may think might benefit from this. Here's what we're talking about today. I'm really excited about this topic. As a sales psychology business coach and also with a background in neuroscience. Hey, hello, Nikita. Love to see you here. Thriller, Baby G. Thank you guys for hanging in here. Tell me where you're joining from. I was just talking about the fact that today we're going to be talking about, quote, the elephant in the room. Hey, Brenda. I've got Jesus, BB. Did I pronounce your name right, BB? Thanks for coming in. I'm Shauna St. James. If we have not met, I am first of all, a business coach who has helped over 5,000 artists and creatives and makers launch their online businesses. That is, go from, the traditional artwork thing where you go and you do art shows and galleries and all of that to moving and shifting your business online. Hey, I've got Elba. Who else? Go Stick. Did I pronounce your name right? I probably didn't, but thank you guys for being here. Let me know where you're joining from. I would love to hear where it is in the world, in the States, wherever it is that you are watching from. We get people from all over, and every once in a while it's so fun because somebody pops in here that I actually do know, like personally know. So let me know that you're here. Say hello, touch the screen. If you don't already follow me, I would love it if you would follow me, throw some hearts my way. Here's what we're talking about today. Today we are talking about, it's what I call the elephant in the room. So it's kind of, honestly, it's a tough love day. It's a tough love day. These may be some questions that you might not be overjoyed to be faced with, but when we answer these questions for ourselves, it lets us make the changes that we need to make in our lives so that we can have a better life. Hey, who else is here? I've got Debbie. Thanks for coming on. Say hello as you're popping in here so that I can see who's here. What do we want to do with our lives? Here's the big question. Here's the elephant in the room. Are you happy with where your life is at today? Where you are today, do you have everything that you wanted? Or were you like me? And I still have issues with this, right? Never are our lives perfect. But I looked in the mirror a few months ago and I realized that I am nowhere where I thought I'd be, right? There was a little bit, frankly, I was disappointed in myself, and I knew that I needed to do something to be able to change my life. So, who here has looked at themselves in the mirror and been like, yeah, no, this is not where I expected to be at this point in my life? Any other Gen Xers in here? If you're a Gen X, put X. For those of us who are in our 50s, we are facing the real reality. It is getting real as to the fact that hey, Pam, great to see you. I've got Maurice. Thank you guys for joining. Debbie, say hello. If you are a Gen Xer, put X in the comments. We're talking about the reality that we need to get our, quote, ducks in a row when it comes to having a retirement from. I don't know if you're like me, but I looked in the mirror and I realized this is not where I want to be. I have, there's been lots of things that happen to us in life, and maybe it's not what we wanted to have happen, right? Hey, share my live. I'd love it if you invite some more friends. We are talking about, hey, Entrepreneur Leslie, great to see you. We are talking about the elephant in the room. These are some tough love questions today. And the reason why I want to really challenge these today is because I want you to have whatever you want. I want all of us to have whatever we want in our life. And the truth is that we cannot have what we want in our life if we're not out there doing something about it. Who here is in a situation where you know you need to do something about it, whatever that is? I would love to hear from you because I don't want to be the only one, right? And I know that I'm not alone. And B, I want to give you some solutions today, some solutions for transforming your future. Wherever you're at right now, if you want it to be different, there are some specific things we need to do to be able to make that happen. And we're going to walk through those steps today. We're going to walk through the 4 steps. I call them the 4 C's or the 4 summits, right? The 4 base camps to summit. The summit. What is the summit? The summit represents whatever it is you want for your life. What do you want to accomplish? Where do you want to go? What do you want to be different in your life? That's really what we need to know. Sometimes it helps to list what you're not happy with in your life. Where are you not happy? And then we just write the opposite of that to be able to determine what it is we really want. Because sometimes we're in a situation where we know more of what we don't want than what we do want, right? Has anyone really thought about that? The first time, so right after I was divorced in 2011, right after that, going to therapy, and my therapist says, okay, Shauna, what do you want? Let's work on rebuilding your life. What do you want? Well, guess what? I couldn't even fathom, I could not put together what I really wanted. And if that's where you're at, I get it. I get it. And it's okay. But in order for us to get anywhere, we have to know what we want. So, what do you want? And it has to be specific. I mean, I know you've all heard of SMART goals, right? SMART goals. What are the goals? If you don't have goals, for a long time, I didn't make goals because I didn't want to disappoint myself if I didn't achieve them, because then it would feel like a failure, right? That's one of those things where I really don't know what this is telling me. Unlock my gifts. Oh my gosh. No, we don't want that. Hey, keep dropping in. As you're dropping in, say hello. Today, we're talking about the elephant in the room. We're talking some tough love. Who is this really for? This is for anyone who wants something different than where they're at in their life right now. Particularly, we're going to talk about finances. If you are looking at your bank account and it is not where it needs to be for retirement, ding, ding, ding. I'm the first one. That's why I'm here talking about it. How are you going to resolve that? What are you doing to change that? If we don't have a plan, if we don't have a goal, we're not going to be able to get there. We're not going to be able to get there. And that's the biggest problem with being able to do this. I'm going to write this Legacy Builder Nana. If you are here, let's chat about going live together next time. Legacy Builder Nana. Who else is here? Genevieve. Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know who you are. All right. I want you to be real. And maybe this isn't what, this platform is for at this point, but I want you to get a piece of paper and a pen, or, get your iPad out and make some notes. What do you want to change in your life? Where do you want to be that you are not at now? Right? Write them down. I'm serious, write them down. Is it, for me, honestly, like I was saying, my retirement account, I don't have enough money in my retirement account. Heck, I'll be honest. I don't really have enough right now to be able to get where I want to go. So, just recently, my middle son, gosh, he's 26 now. Can you believe that? Ugh, kind of aging myself. But, he is in Mount Shasta, California. Any California folks here? Mount Shasta, California. And here's what's going on with him. He just opened an art gallery. He's an artist, a way better artist than me, by the way. Way better artist. And I didn't have I didn't have the money in the bank to buy a plane ticket to be able to go and see him. Do you know how frustrating that is? Do you know how disappointing it is to not be able to go visit your kids? It made me sad. And that's just one thing. That's just one thing that has really made me feel like, wow, this is not where I want to be. This is not how I want to live my life. And I always joke about the fact that I don't want to live, work until I'm 80, but the truth is, I really don't. I really don't. So, where are you at with what's going on in your life right now? What do you need to be different for you to feel good about yourself, to be proud of yourself again, to know that you have what it takes to have the rest of your life go exactly the way you want it to, right? And yeah, there's always going to be stuff that happens. But what is it? What do you need to do? Daily money blueprint. I'm going to write you down too. Daily money blueprint. We're going to talk about having you join live as a guest, but I want to chat with you before we do that. This, I gotta know who I'm talking to here. I want you to have what you want more than anything in this life. But the truth is that if we don't know what that is, then it can be a real challenge to change anything, right? If we don't know what we want. I do not know here where I'm going. What do you need? How much do you need in your account every month? How much income do you need every month to be sure that you are secure? And how are you going to accomplish that? Once you have the goal, we got to have a plan, right? So here's my story, right? I am an online business coach. Like I said, I've been helping artists, but I've always been looking for another source of income where I could make up for that retirement money that I don't have, right? I don't have an IRA. I don't have a 401k. I don't have Social Security. Because I've always worked for myself. And on top of that, right, I was a stay-at-home parent. I was out of the workforce for years. So going back and getting a regular job where someone was going to pay me by the hour was not going to bring in the amount of income I needed to be able to make it to where I wanted to go. It just wasn't going to work. So I had to come up with a new plan. Here's the deal. That new plan is what is allowing me to have the life that I want to have.